What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Wide Body Nation. Dodge is in a really bad spot with the new 2025 Dodge Charger Daytona EV hybrid thing. Jump in the comments below what you guys think about that vehicle, regardless of price. But we're talking price and money and depreciation and value in this video, because this car might single-handedly run Dodge out of business, and there are many other reasons why Dodge and Stellantis are having big problems right now, but they are about to add a massive problem to their brand, to their budget, to their bottom line, and to your plate as a prospective customer. Although most Mopar owners I know aren't even considering buying that car, especially within the first couple years. So in this video, we're going to talk about the Charger Daytona EV specifically. We're going to talk about the new and used car electric vehicle and hybrid market. And then we're going to talk about some of the other problems with just new make and models coming out, and some of the resistance Dodge is going to feel no matter how good or how badly they price it. So make sure you stick it through this video. Jump in the comments below. Let me know what you think about EVs in general. Let me know what you guys think about Teslas, and let me know what you guys think about Dodge's new flagship vehicle, which it really is a flagship because it weighs over 5,800 pounds. So it weighs as much as a large boat. And I'm sitting in a boat right now, and this thing only weighs 4,500 pounds. I thought this was heavy. So missing my Destroyer1320.com hat. We got Nashville Cars and Coffee, but we do have my I Hate Thieves Destroyer1320.com shirt. So make sure you guys protect your Mopar, protect yourselves, protect your families, make sure car insurance up to date, all that good stuff. So Dodge has not officially released pricing on the Charger Daytona EV currently, at least from what I could find. But I do have a Car and Driver article. They're suspecting that it's going to start in that 50 to 60 range, and that's the key word. It's going to start. So probably your lowest trim, which currently seems to be the RT with the horsepower in the 400s, I could see that car being in the 50s, if not into the 60s, depending on options and specs. Now, you might say, okay, well, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I could go buy a lot of other better vehicles, or maybe multiple better vehicles. You know, I could go buy 2 RAV4s for that price and be a much happier consumer, but that's beyond the point. Dodge is in a huge predicament. The higher they price the RT, the Super B, or the not the Super B, the Scat Pack, and then in the future, the Banshee, the higher they price it, the more they are guaranteeing depreciation of that vehicle. And the prime example is the Tesla Model S Plaid. Go back 2 or 3 years, how much was the Tesla Model S Plaid new? Without markups, without any market adjustment. The Model S Plaid in 2021/2022 was $129,000 and some change. So just call it $130,000. Now, if you guys want to go get yourself a snap your neck fast Model S Plaid that has over 300 miles of range, that car is now only $89,000, brand new, and there's tons of them on the market used that are just 1 or 2 years old in the 60s right now. So we had a car that 2 to 3 years ago was about $130,000 plus tax, tag, anything else you wanted to do to the car, and God forbid you paid a markup. Now those Plaids are selling for half price less than 3 years later. Half price. $130,000 down to the 60s with, 30, 40, 50, 60,000 miles on it. We're not talking about some crazy fleet Model S Plaid that has 150,000 miles on it. Go on cars.com right now, go on Auto Trader, search Model S Plaid. You'll see 2021s and 22s on there for 60 and 70 grand. That's just crazy depreciation. I mean, everyone craps on Dodge and Maserati and a lot of other, Land Rover for crazy depreciation, Mercedes, BMW, but those Model S's have cut themselves in half in less than 3 years. And a big part of that is because Tesla and Elon Musk have dropped the new sticker price of those Plaids by 40 grand in 2 years. So here's where Dodge pricing comes in. Dodge is going to have to price these new EV hybrid Daytona things, they're going to have to price them enough to make money on them and enough to sell them, or they're going to have to price them with enough margin to make money, you know, invoice, sticker. They're going to have to make some margin there. So if the car costs them, let's say for the RT, let's say it costs them 50 grand to make and get to the dealership, let's say they're going to have to charge 55 grand. I'm not as concerned about the lower cost ones necessarily, although those cars won't get as much hype. But you guys can see the problem here. If they price it at 50 and then they charge 55 grand, but then there's other alternatives out there like Tesla Model 3s, Model X's, Model S's, why would you buy a 5,000 plus pound RT 2025 that is not that fast, you know, 0 to 60 in 4 something, quarter mile in 13 something seconds? Why would you buy that car instead of just going out and getting a used Model S Plaid that is literally twice as fast, you know, 0 to 60 in basically 2 seconds, quarter mile in the 9s, and a better car, more proven, been on the market for longer? Why would you go buy that new RT, presumably for sticker, minus maybe an EV tax credit? Why would you do that? Why not just go buy a Model S Plaid that's used and try to get a warranty with it? You could probably buy an aftermarket warranty for a few grand, buy yourself a Model S Plaid for 60. By the time these cars come out, by the time these goofballs release this crap, these cars will be 50, 60, 70, 80 grand, and Model S Plaids will be in the 50s and the 60s. There's no way Dodge can sell these brand new cars at a profit, and the higher they make the sticker, the worse it's going to get. And then the lower they make the sticker, they're probably going to lose money on every car. So they're going to release this brand new car. They're going to try to charge markups for it. They're going to try to charge extra markups for it because you're going to get an EV tax credit, probably, potentially, hybrid or EV tax credit on these vehicles. And Dodge is going to try to steal that money from you guys, just like they did with Power Dollars. Back when they were doing Power Dollars on these Hellcats, you would see sticker, let's say the sticker was $90,000 and then it was a red eye, so you get $7,970 off. A lot of times dealers would try to absorb some of that, not as a markup necessarily. They just wouldn't really inform you that the reason that you're getting $8,000 off is from Dodge and not from the dealership. There's a lot of shady dealerships out there that know the incentive structure way better than you guys do, which now you watch the channel, so you're good now. But with the manufacturer incentives, that money does not come out of the dealer's pocket. That money comes out of the manufacturer's pocket, and the dealer a lot of times tries to still sell you the car closer to sticker, and then the dealer pockets that money because that's no skin off their back. So basically what I'm trying to tell you guys is that there's going to be these new RTs, these new Scat packs, and then eventually the Banshee for 50, 60, 70, 90 grand. The Banshee's probably going to be close to 100 grand, if not more. And those cars, no matter where they price them, there are many, 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 many better alternatives out there that are way faster, way more reliable, and way more proven. It's not the first year that they're coming out. And so that brings up the next problem Dodge has. If you guys are even thinking about buying one of these Daytona EVs especially, or even the ones with just the new straight six in them, the straight six turbo or twin turbo, that is a pretty new engine. They've worked out a lot of the bugs on the Rams, on the Wagoneers, on some other vehicles, but that's still a pretty new engine. On top of that, this is the first time Dodge has ever put a hybrid or electric system in a vehicle. So you know those cars are going to have gremlins all over the place, whether it's with the actual body because it's a new chassis, or whether it is with the power plant, the gas power plant, or whether it's with the electronics, whether it's the motor or anything else, you know, just window switches or controlling stuff from the touchscreen. The touchscreens are so pervasive now that control most of the car that if your touchscreen messes up, you're not going to be able to control more than half of the functions on the car without using that touchscreen. And if the touchscreen is broken, you're screwed. So reliability has never been a strong suit of Dodge, especially recently with the 2023 last call scam that they did. And now dealerships are going to be going away, so you're going to have less dealerships around you. I can't even go to my dealership here in Tennessee where I live, the one close to me. I have to go all the way down to Nashville to a dealership I even trust at all to touch this car, let alone the one that's 20 minutes down the street. I have to go over an hour away. So there's going to be less Dodge dealerships. There's going to be it's probably going to be hard to get parts. Technicians, you think technicians are trained on these electric vehicles yet? Yeah, you could say that they might be trained on the hybrid Pacificas or the 4xe Jeep Wrangler, whatever the hex, but they don't have a lot of technicians that are going to be trained up to work on these brand new vehicles when they break. Not if they break, when they break. So it's a new platform. That is terrible. Dodge hasn't set the pricing yet, which is an indicator that they don't know what price to charge. We don't know how much they're paying to make these vehicles either, but I bet you it's not cheap to do an all-new platform and then to actually sell these vehicles. And then other EVs are depreciating like missiles right now. They are going straight into the ground. Model S Plaids are half off, and that is a darn good car that has been around. Model S's have been out for a decade now, and those cars are worth way less. They're not worth more, they're worth way less. So Dodge is screwed. This car is probably going to accelerate the demise of Dodge, not help bring them back. Everyone thinks that, oh, they're coming out with a new platform, they're trying to save the brand. In my opinion, this is going to make the brand go away faster. People are pissed off. No one wants to overpay for an EV. I mean, people don't like overpaying for these cars that we're in right now, and these are way cooler. And they haven't released pricing. They haven't trained their techs nearly enough yet. They're going to have problems with parts. Depreciation is going to destroy these cars. It's not like Dodge's Toyota or something. You know, my wife's RAV4 is worth more than when we bought it 4 years ago. Because it's a Toyota, because everyone knows Toyotas are going to run forever. There's a reason why terrorists drive Toyotas, guys. Terrorists don't do maintenance. They just drive Toyotas because they don't have to do maintenance. Oil changes, what are those? I've never heard of an oil change on Toyota, personally. So, don't buy one of these. Just straight up, if you guys think you're going to buy one of these, wait a year. Wait 2 years. Let them figure out all the problems with these cars. Let them figure out pricing. I think there's a great chance that Dodge comes out. Maybe they'll price the RT at 60 grand or 59,999 or 995, whatever. I bet you that those prices will go down after a year for multiple reasons, and I'll do a separate video on that. Just do not stay away from Dodge right now. Stay away. Let them figure themselves out. Dodge is like a teenager right now. FCA went bankrupt back in 2008, 2009, was basically given to, or, you know, Chrysler went bankrupt, was given to FCA about 15 years ago. And this is some real teenager BS going on right now because Stellantis is in charge and Stellantis is their mom and daddy, and Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram, they're a teenager that doesn't want to play ball, kicking and screaming, pissed off, took their phone away, that kind of stuff. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Subscribe if you guys want to. That's cool too. Hit the like button on your way out and just make sure you protect the cars that you got. I know most of you guys already have your Mopar, already have your Ford, your Chevy, you know, whatever you got, protect it. Destroyer1320.com, TrackHawk GPS and KillSwitch, and many other good products out there. You know, you've got your Tazer, you've got your car lock, you've got steering wheel locks, you've got Tint, you've got all these good products out there to protect what you guys currently have, because let's face it, we got it while it was good before all this EV crap came out. And if you guys want an EV, just go buy a Tesla. Don't buy a Dodge EV. You guys are guaranteeing that you're going to buy a car that is going to break on you. 100%, my opinion, but I think I stand behind that. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and I will see you guys for the next video.
All right, everybody, here's our latest product. You saw the video where they're taking a picture of the VIN code and making a key. Not today. Ain't happening. Destroyer1320.com. Go get you one. It's called a VIN cover.